The image quality is unparalleled. It is, as I say, every single time, as I've said before, it has this amazing image quality. And you feel the drive and need for the essential. This is the best camera I ever had. Talked about the experience of filming with the Leica in the previous section. Now I'm holding my FujiFilm X100VI. I made a few photos. Let's see how they turn out, if I can even use them. From here, I mean. If I like them as much as I liked the scenery when I took it. What I want to say is now, even when I switch immediately between the Leica and the Fujifilm or the other way around, it feels very, very good. This is not a cheap camera. This is not some Chinese whatever. Apart from, I love China. I love the Chinese. I admire the Chinese. But this is very nicely built. It feels good. It makes wonderful photos. I checked. It is really, as I said before, it is really the simulation I use the most is Pro negative standard. Just look at this beautiful design. That is really reminiscent of early Leica cameras. And as I said, I see a lot of similarities between Fujifilm, their approach, and their way of doing things. And when I look at their channel, as I said, you will find it underneath. The same back then with Sam Abell. They know what they are doing. They have a vision. They follow through, no matter what people say, no matter what idiots say. Fujifilm has been around like Leica for an eternity. Idiots come and go. We invade their spheres, their life, and we treat them as objects. We see in ourselves the master race which decides who is to live, who is to die. And I deeply resent this. Back again with my Leica. I will try to find something interesting to put both cameras to the test. Not to the test, to compare. And we will see how it turns out and your reactions. Which photos did you like best? So I'm preparing to make a few comparison shots. I will not harmonize the settings. I use the cameras the way so there is no interference, the way they see the photo, interpret the photo, so that I have an idea. As I said, the film simulation I use is standard pro negative standard. Now I'm going to take the LEICA. Look here. The LEICA I use Vivid. The funny thing is, the LEICA stays at 100 ISO 100, and the FujiFilm chose 12,400. Of course, that has to do with the film simulation. You will find the exact details on the photos. Well, it is getting warmer. More people are coming. Kids are coming. I don't like people. I don't want to be in a crowd of kids because their screaming makes me... I don't know what it makes me. I just don't like it. This is why I never had kids. Anyway, I'm going to finish with these last seconds, minutes, saying I'm very lucky. I'm very happy and I'm very lucky to be in the position to have this LEICA, to own this FujiFilm X100VI. For a lot of people, this is not only overkill. For a lot of people, already this camera is very expensive. It's not that I say it's not expensive, but I would still continue saying it is very affordable. Plus, but I don't have it with me today, LEICA Deluxe 8. What do I want to say? Always remember how lucky you are. Whoever watches my videos has a home, for an address, to have an internet connection. You have the time and the comfort to follow your interest. And so am I. I wish you all the best until next week.